Hey everybody. Well, I'm just out here trying to cool off. It's a super hot day here today. I think it's something like 39 degrees at some crazy temperature. And I just thought I'd shoot this little video. My dog's trying to cool off there under the tree. It's just extremely hot. We're going through a real heat wave at the moment. But today I just want to talk a little bit about something that I've experienced a lot lately, is how to deal when people's pain bodies rise up in them. And that includes ourselves as well. Like, we all have a pain body. We all sort of have different parts to our personality. Like, you know, we all have a vulnerable side, we have that emotional side, we have our sort of angry side, and we all have different parts of our personality. But the pain body is a part of our body that gets very sort of triggered. It can be triggered by events, it can be triggered by other people. Sometimes you can really recognize other people's pain bodies as well, and when they're actually rising up in them. An example of this would be that sometimes they talk a lot about, some men and women as well, when they drink certain alcohol, it can actually trigger their pain body, and that's when you get those sort of aggressive drunks that get a bit out of control and they sort of have a pattern where their pain body kind of releases. So the pain body is something that we kind of all have, and we all can be triggered by other people's as well. So I have found, I've had a lot of experiences lately that people have actually tried to get me to rise up to their pain body, and I do find that it triggers me, and it makes me start to feel it's like pent up energy and aggression and anger actually starts to rise up in your body. And this is what they refer to as the pain body. It's a part of us, but it's a part of us that sort of looks to be fed as well. This is how they refer to it as. So other people look for you. It's sort of almost like they're trying to get a bit of a confrontation going with you, and they want you just kind of rise up with them. But you've got to actually try and really ground yourself and not react when people are trying to get you to rise up and get that sort of trigger happening in you. So pain bodies are very challenging to deal with. I've had one recently, and people can actually do this via texting as well and emails. It doesn't have to just be face to face. A lot of pain body things you can actually feel in text messages. Someone will sort of shoot barbs of anger at you, and you can sense this in their wording, and you can sometimes feel these things. I am an empath, so I actually feel and sense energy very strongly, and there's a lot of people out there that do as well. And like I've said before, you can actually feel these things through words, emails. It's not just face to face. So when you're dealing with pain bodies, look, it's very challenging. Even when ours rise up, and often an example for a lot of people too is when your children, when they're toddlers and they're having like a great big paddy, that can sometimes make your pain body really rise up, because it can really make your blood boil and make you feel really infuriated. So when you feel your pain body starting to rise, it's really important that you sort of back away from the situation, or you start to really look at the things that are going on around you. And it's very easy sometimes when you become aware of these things that you'll actually start to recognize them more in other people as well. And you can kind of go, oh, that's their pain body rising up. It's not hard to recognize when someone's sort of not in a good place, or they're feeling very angry, or their emotions are kind of taking over. But often people will look at trying to trigger your pain body as well. So it's just something to be really aware of when you're interacting with somebody who feels like they're sort of in that sort of place of that pain body sort of starting to emerge from them, just to sort of be really aware of it, and be really aware of your own pain body as well, because we all have one, and different things trigger our pain bodies. Children have them, we all have them, and it's just something to really look at and sort of start to handle in a really different way, because if two people are sort of rising up, sometimes that can just get a really confrontational kind of situation, and it can be very tricky to navigate. So start to recognize these things in yourself and in other people, and if you can sort of walk away, go and slow your mind down, go and do some meditating, get out in nature, do the simple things that help you to relax, and don't take on other people's pain body sort of the things that they're emitting to you sometimes, because it can really hurt sometimes when people are sort of having digs at you, or they're sort of being quite aggressive, because the energy does come behind words as well. So when that's happening to you, just try and really be aware of the pain body, detach yourself from other people's as well, and don't rise up and let your pain body come up as well. And they're just some tips today that might help you when these things arise, because now that I've sort of talked to you about it, you might sort of start to recognize these things a bit more, not only in other people but also in yourself. So look, thanks for watching today. I hope some of these tips are starting to help you out there, and if you'd like to make comments below on my videos, that would be great. Give me some feedback on the some of the subjects you'd like to talk about. Like I said, I've got a range of other subjects on YouTube to help you with some of these daily situations, and I will see you in the next video. Take care. Bye.